In order to qualify for the clenched ass cheeks theory, here's what you need. It's very simple. It's not difficult. You ready? You need one ass cheek, and that ass cheek has to be able to clench. You need a second ass cheek, and that ass cheek needs to be able to clench. You can't be out there having one ass cheek doing all the lifting. You can't have the Harvey Dent of ass cheeks where one side is perfectly fine and able to clench and the other one is partially paralyzed, no clenching involved. A cheek against itself cannot clench. And that's what you get when you're dealing with teams like Calgary. They got nothing to gain, nothing to lose. That's a solo cheek clench coming from Washington's side, and I'm not surprised that Calgary let up 4 or 5 goals, whatever it is. Then on the other side, you got two teams outside the playoffs looking in, Scam 5 Sabres. In order to qualify for true clenched ass cheek games, it's got to be two teams with a lot to gain and a lot to lose. And fortunately for you guys, I see some of those on this slate. But don't you worry, you pizzeria raw dogging rotten tomato bastard. I told the people on the Patreon I'm going to bring that saying out to life. I said I'm going to bring back I'm bringing Rat Bastard back. I'm also bringing something that my uncle coined, and if he's watching right now, he'd be playing a video game with me when I was a kid. And if he crashed his car in Cruising USA, he'd go, "You rotten tomato bastard." So you rotten tomato bastard raw doggers, you need some regular ass picks. You want to call the guy at your pizzeria and tell him, "Hey, Danny, give me the, what did he say? What did that guy in the video say? I got news for you. Pizzeria raw doggers. You think you're cool doing this? You're like Channing Tatum walking back in 21 Jump Street. You think you're cool putting your bets in with the pizzeria, Danny from the pizzeria. But you're missing out. You're missing out on all the good stuff. You're missing out on the same game parlays that all the Pirates are out there. Man, we got what a legendary matchup. Pizzeria Raw Doggers versus Parlay Pirates. I got picks for all of the above, and we're going to start at a place that I know a little something about, and that's on Long Island, where the New York Islanders, who just lost 4 in a row after winning 6 in a row, are taking on the Carolina Hurricanes, who, since they traded for Gensel and Kuznetsov, they've scored 4 or more in 5 of their last 6 games, with the one exception being the true clenched ass cheek game between the Rangers and the Carolina Hurricanes, a 1-0 clenched ass cheeks final. So you got Carolina coming in here. They just scored 4 goals in the third period against Ottawa, and now they're coming into this Islanders game. And you want to know what I see here? I see a team with the worst penalty kill in the entire NHL. And I see another team with a top 5 power play in the NHL. Sprinkle in some trickle-down snakeonomics that I mentioned yesterday, those Carolina line combinations, Gensel on the top line and top power play, and then putting Svechnikov with Kuznetsov and Necas. We got a lot to work with on this front. But the first I'll start... Call Danny, and get your Carolina Hurricanes back. I will take the Carolina Hurricanes to win this game for you basic 9-to-5 pizzeria raw doggers. Next up, I'm going to be looking at players involved with these power plays. You guys know the deal. If you've paid attention in your trickle-down snakeonomics courses, we're looking for line combination, 2 line mates who are on the same line, same power play, preferably pretty good players. Sprinkle in some good values on trickle-down snakeonomics, and we got some potentially profitable combos. But we don't need any of those. We don't need any of those, because I'm seeing the guy who plays the point on the top power play at plus 130, plus 140 for a point. You guys know how I feel about all defensemen on power plays. You look last night, the Kraken game, no Vince Dunn. Okay, let's just throw Justin Schultz. He moves it to his right, Tolvanen slap shot, tapped in by Benet. You don't even have to be good to get the free point. But considering the awful penalty kill of the Islanders, Brent Burns, plus 130, plus 140. He got a point in the last game. So if the power play 1 clicks, Burns just needs a secondary assist or something like that, and he will cash you a plus 140 or something like that. So Brent Burns to register a point. And I'm aware that Shea has actually been more effective, and his point prop is a better price. For me, it's all about give me the guys on that top power play who are getting the first crack at it. But it doesn't mean to avoid power play 2 guys, because Carolina is one of those teams. You should always write down the teams who split their power play into 1 minute and 1 minute, and teams like Colorado and Tampa who go, you stay out there the full 2 minutes. Carolina is one of the team that goes 1 minute, 1 minute. So I'm taking a pairing from both of those combos, and they're trickle-down snakeonomics related. So Gensel's on the top line with Aho, but not just those two. Teravainen didn't play the last 2 games, and they put Jarvis in there. My guess is if Teravainen plays, I don't think you want to mess with the chemistry on the team who just popped in 7 goals, I believe it was, in Ottawa. So I think they will keep Jarvis there. So if Jarvis is on that top line and top power play with Aho and Guentzel, you give me the assist for Jar. It's like plus 175. And you can combine that with either Aho or you can combine it with Guentzel. I green light the 2-point comp. Give me 2 for Aho, 2 for Jarvis. Those combinations. But wait, there's more. The second line combo. You got Kuznetsov, and he's raking up points since he's made it over here to the Kings. He's playing with Natchez, who was scorching hot, like leading into All-Star break, and he kind of kept it going after the All-Star break. They got Svechnikov on that line, but I'm not mixing in Svechnikov with my point props because he's on the top power play. I want to be able to kill this all in 1 goal. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to take the center who can get a free assist on a faceoff and the distributor because he's a pass first, second, and third guy. Kuznetsov for an assist, Natchez for a point. Those combinations right there. Brent Burns, that's plus money right there. You got the Jarvis assist with either of those 2 guys on the top line. That's big plus money. And then this is very big plus money. 3 separate options and Carolina to win. Something for everybody and the kids. And then we're going to move late into the night. Buffalo came out and they put all their chips in tonight's basket. They started Uka Pekka, Meka Leka High, Meka Heine Ho, and they declare, all right, the backup's getting Vancouver. We need to win this Seattle game. If we get killed by Vancouver, we get killed by Vancouver. So they made that decision, and it paid off. They came out hot, won that game. So now they're going into Vancouver. Call Danny again because I like Vancouver. Vancouver just lost to Washington. They've been just sitting at home waiting to get on the ice as they're watching all the teams they're competing with gather points, whether we're talking about the President's Trophy or in their division. They really need to come out and have a good effort. And you got to think they're going to jump on them quickly. I mean, they scored quickly against Washington. I want to take Vancouver to score first. I want Vancouver to win the game. I want Vancouver to win the first period. You saw how they came out against Colorado. You saw how they came out against Washington. They were able to capitalize quickly. And I'm hoping they can do that against a team who's playing essentially an AHL goalie in their second game in 2 nights in Vancouver, playing a rested Vancouver team. So give me Vancouver in that one, along with the first period and the first team to score. All of it together? Well, I'll let you make that decision. But knowing the way you are, I think I know what you're going to do. There is a bump it up game. I have to. I know. You don't want to hear it. But when I see a big slate like this, I don't have to force under. I see no different like than when I watch the Carolina Rangers game. It's a little different because it's West meets East, but there are 2 teams vying for the President's Trophy, tops in their division, tops in their conference, everything to gain, everything to lose. This, to me, we have 2 cheeks that are fully able to clench. We have 2 Vezina caliber goaltenders who are playing great, 2 teams who play very good defense, albeit the Rangers will be missing 2 defensemen, the New York Rangers, the Winnipeg Jets. Give me the under 6.5 in the game between these 2. And I know it didn't work out in some of those games last night. I mean, Washington, there was no goal in the first 5 minutes. The other game, there was 2 goals in the first 5 minutes. Was it 3? Was it 4? But I'm going to go with no goal in the first 5 minutes and the under 6.5 to get that at plus money. Then I'm looking here at this Kings game. These Kings destroyed the Blackhawks. That top line destroyed the Blackhawks. And just in case they're able to roll over, I mean, this was under a week ago. Give me Kopitar for an assist and give me Byfield for a point. Give me Kopitar for 2 points and Byfield for 2 points. A line mate 2+ point parlay combo. They smacked it against Chicago on Friday, and I'm just thinking they're going to be able to dominate them again. I mean, they're even going to have last change at home. I like those top guys in that LA Kings game. And after that bad performance against the Avs, 0 points for Draisaitl and McDavid, I'm looking for them to both get on the board. But give me Connor McDavid, over 1.5 points. I'm even going to sprinkle some on the over 1.5 assists. If you want to take the over 1.5 points and combine that with either a Nugent Hopkins or an Hyman, I will green light that. A lot of stuff here on this slate. I will try to comb through some of the other stuff, come up with some parlays for the rest of you Pirates. You can find that over on the Patreon during the day, where I can go through all the matchups, see which goalies are starting, check the line combos and everything in between. You can go there, patreon.com/Andy Francess. There's always a link down below. And at the end of the video, you always see my face on a dollar bill pop up. You can click that and it will take you there. Other than that, thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I hit 10,000 Top Gun 5s around the corner. Thank you guys for your continued support. Thank you for engaging with these videos, helping more people see it. You know, there's probably going to be a threshold, right? We're at 10,000. There's got to be a point where the snowball starts to get huge. We'll see if it happens. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. By the way, I think I lied about that. I don't think YouTube's sending me a plaque or anything. But I guess we'll find. If they send me a plaque, would they have to notify me? Anyway, I'll keep you updated on that front. Good luck. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.